What is going on, YouTube? PPS here. It is Sweet 16 day. It's a very exciting Thursday. We're coming at you guys with two plays, two props today. So hopefully you guys got the availability to go here. If you don't, I did drop my Stathero link in the description of this video. Pop over there. It's definitely a nice spot to go if you can't bet on these. Obviously, you can do head-to-head against other teams, other people, and do stuff like that. So that's another spot I use for some of my college props. Yeah, I'm really excited for today's games. My sleeper team um, from my pre-bracket breakdowns, sleeper team is still available. Hoping they get through. We got a plus 500 ticket on their Elite Eight spot. So really big fans of Kansas State today. And let's get right on into it. So let's start out. Recap for here: 45-39, 4.41 units on college basketball so far this year. These are two props I do really like. I have a 1.5 unit play and also a plus money spot for you guys today. Let me pull up my screen and we'll get right on into these numbers for you. First one, I'm heading over to DraftKings for Santiago Vescovi. I'm doing his points, rebounds, assists over 20.5. Very hard to get away from this number. I get it. Florida Atlantic has some pretty good defensive numbers here. But it's really hard to go away from Vescovi in this matchup at a number like this, right? He plays a lot of minutes in a closer game. Last game, 38 minutes against Duke. He had a little bit of foul trouble in the Lafayette game with 3 fouls in that first half, or 3 fouls early in that game, only playing 27 minutes. That was the only one he missed in his last 6 games. And it's really tough to get away from him, too, because he is a very good rebounding guy. He's a 6'3" guard. Obviously, a senior. He's been out there a lot. But again, when I talk about points, rebounds, assists, I like the availability of being able to crush it on every single category. In these last 6 games, we've seen a 17-point game, a 21-point game. We've seen a 6-rebound game. We've seen a 5-assist game, right? We see him even double-double like 3 weeks ago against Texas A&M, right? So he has the ability to fill up the stat sheet. And I can't really get away from this number. I think that DraftKings is giving us a great line here at 20.5. It's 21.5 over on FanDuel. So this is probably the best one I could find anywhere. But I do like this pace. A little bit of a pace up for Tennessee. Obviously, they play one of the slowest paces in the country there, but love the ability for rebounds. I like that he's going to be in the game a lot. I like that he's going to be their main focal point here, right? FAU, obviously, if you look at their metrics, are pretty good defensively. But with the shooting in this game, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for guard rebounds, especially FAU being a top 30 3-point shooting team. Tennessee is the number 1 defense against threes, so should see a lot of long rebounds. And also, Tennessee is not the greatest 3-point shooting team, but Vescovi is their one guy that's going to have to get that done, shooting 37% from the field there. And looking at FAU, that is definitely their weakest point on their defense. They're a top 50 team against the 2-point ball, 2-point shots, but also when you go over, they're middle of the pack against the 3 ball. And I think that's where they're going to have to attack them. And Vescovi obviously is their number 1 option there. We've seen him 8 threes in their last game, 9 3-point attempts against Missouri, and then 10 against Ole Miss. I think we're going to see a really good game from Vescovi. He's going to have to win this one. And obviously Tennessee has a very nice path to making that Final Four run for Barnes here. So really like Vescovi today. Love the minutes. Love this matchup for him. And obviously, hopefully those 3-point balls are falling down and we can get those numbers to just go through the roof here. So love the time. Obviously, I love this game. It should be fun. I'm really excited. I hope I'm on the Tennessee side. But I think that 129.5 total is a tad too low in this one. So that is play number 1. Play number 2 is going to be coming up here in 1 second, pulling it up at the moment. This guy has been an absolute wagon for us, and that is Adama Sanogo rebounds. It is becoming a play that has been on my card, I think, 4 straight games for him. I was grabbing him at 7.5. I grabbed him every single game of the tournament here. And he's at he was at 7.5. They moved to 8.5. Line at 3. Let me get this off. There we go. I had to get that off my screen. Plus 100 for Sanogo rebounds at 8.5. I like the points, rebounds, assists line too. But just looking at prior games for Arkansas, they have no big really. They're playing one other guy. They're playing one guy who I guess they call a forward. But even just looking at their last game, right? They obviously played against Kansas. They're starting a 4-guard lineup, which obviously that's their best starting offense that you can put out there is that lineup. But how are you going to deal with these guys when they're bringing Sanogo there? Obviously, you have Johnson. That's their forward, their only forward. Only played 19 minutes. There are 4 fouls. I'm worried that they're going to have foul issues again here against UConn. I know Arkansas is probably the most bet dog of the entire day, and I understand it, but Sanogo is an absolute beast down there. We look at Arkansas's games against other bigs, right? Kansas doesn't really have a big like Sanogo, but you look at Arkansas's last games and teams that hit this. You can go down to Sheboy, right? We go down to Sheboy there. We went to, I believe Sheboy hit it twice. A couple other guys here have been grabbing 10 rebounds in these games. We should see a pace here that allows us to obviously get to some of these bigger numbers. Even when we look at the other spot against Alabama, both of the forward and centers, Bedioko and Clowney, both hit it against Arkansas in their last matchup. They just really don't have a big to nullify Sanogo here. That's why I like the points as well, but we have seen them try to just double immediately on the bigs, obviously make the guards make their shots. That came to fruition in a Sheboy game where he had 13 rebounds and only 11 points because they just doubled immediately. And I think that could be a possibility here. I do, like I said, I like the PRA, but I'm more confident here in him grabbing rebounds. He's hit double-digit rebounds in 2 of his last 3. He hit our number last time. We had 7.5. He only played 27 minutes in that game. But if we see a close one, right, we saw him play against Marquette. He did pretty well, 19 and 11, only played 30 minutes in that game. So in a game, win and go home, I expect him to be 30 to 32 minutes. And in every game I've been seeing with 30 minutes, right, we go to Creighton. He had 33 minutes, 10 rebounds. Villanova, he went 29 minutes, 9 rebounds there. So, I mean, when we're seeing him play the minutes that we expect him to in a game like this, I think we're going to easily get over this number, and obviously at plus money, how can I say no to it? So I will be on Spaces with Stu here a couple hours or so. So make sure you tune into that. I'll be dropping a couple more there. Just trying to get you guys as much content as humanly possible. It's a really exciting time for me. Obviously, I have a lot of bets out. I have about 6 or 7 sent out to VIP already this morning. So sent those out on right when they opened on Monday or Sunday night. So I'm really pumped for today. Obviously, I'm going with Vescovi over 20.5 points, rebounds, assists, and Sanogo over 8.5 rebounds at plus 100. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck today, and let's go Wildcats, Kansas State. Let's do it. Hopefully, you can come through for that 500 ticket here. So have a good one, guys, and talk soon. Peace.